Hello, everybody. Once again, we extend you a warm welcome to our congregation Bible study. And this week, we're considering Lesson 32 entitled A New Leader and Two Brave Women. This is a new stage for the people of Israel, and after leading Jehovah's people for many years, Joshua died at the age of 110 years old. As long as he was alive, the Israelites worshipped Jehovah, and they were doing well. But it's very typical, and human beings, we need some motivation, someone who motivates us to keep doing good. And after he died, they began to worship idols, as the Canaanites did. Because the Israelites didn't keep following him, Jehovah allowed a Canaanite king named Jabin to make life hard for them. Many trials. As a result, they recognized their error, their fault, and they begged Jehovah for help. And of course, Jehovah didn't ignore them, and he gave them a new leader to save them. And this leader was Barak. He would help the people to return to Jehovah. Of course, it'll take a while, and Deborah, a prophetess sent for Barak, she had a message for him from Jehovah. In certain part of the scriptures, the Hebrew scriptures and of course the Greek scriptures, we read about certain women, and they had this gift from Jehovah, this special ability to receive messages from Jehovah through his Holy Spirit. Actually, we understand that even some women are part of the 144,000, and that was this is quoted even in the book of Acts. And they received the Holy Spirit, and there were some women. So this is not referring to ministry. This means to receiving messages from Jehovah. And there was a message for Barak. Take 10,000 men and go meet Jabin's army at the stream of Kishon. There you'll defeat Sisera, the chief of Jabin's army. Okay, that was the message, and Barak told Deborah, I'll go, but only if you come with me. And she said, okay, I'll go with you, but know that you are not the one who'll kill Sisera. Jehovah has said that a woman will kill him. And we notice, in a certain way, Barak recognized God's authority, but for some reason, he didn't trust it in Deborah. Of course, she was a prophetess from Jehovah, and she was not playing to be a prophetess. She was a very loyal prophetess from Jehovah. Actually, she was there after some time, and she was a famous prophetess among the people. Under this palm tree, she was there giving counsel to people, and many people were looking for her to receive certain advice. So Deborah went with Barak and his army up to Mount Tabor to prepare for battle. She was a brave woman. As soon as Sisera heard about this, he gathered his war chariots and troops in the valley below. Deborah said to Barak, Today is the day that Jehovah will give you victory. Barak and his 10,000 men charged down the mountain to meet Sisera's powerful army. And Jehovah then caused the stream of Kishon to flood. Sisera's war chariots got stuck in the mud. It's very remarkable how Jehovah was there observing his people, their reaction, and how they keep obeying him and defending the people. and Jehovah was with them, give them a hand to defeat their enemies. And Sisera left his chariot and began running. Barak and his soldiers defeated Sisera's army, but Sisera escaped. He ran away and hid in the tent of a woman named Jael. She gave him milk to drink and then covered him with a blanket. Of course, she knew who was him, who he really was, who he really is, and the tired warrior fell asleep, and then Jael quietly crept toward him and drove a tent pin into, in other words, she eliminated him, and he died. Barak came looking for Sisera, and Jael stepped out of her tent and said, "Come inside, and I'll show you the man you're looking for." Barak went inside and saw Sisera lying there dead. Barak and Deborah praised Jehovah in song for giving the Israelites victory over their enemies. For the next 40 years, Israel had peace. There is no doubt the women proclaiming the good news are a large army. Actually, if we think for a moment, there are more women in God's organization than men. And in the congregations around the globe, it's very normal. You'll find there more women than men. So we appreciate and respect their work, their service, their presence in the congregation. We shouldn't take them for granted. And sometimes there are certain women more brave in comparison with certain men, as this case. So Jehovah has been using women to proclaim the good news, to preach, to reach out certain people in certain positions and places. And there is no doubt they are brave sisters, and we love them and respect them, of course. So we learn from our dear sisters their qualities as being courageous and reflecting good judgment, as we see in this example. So friends, through this lesson we learn how did Deborah help the Israelites, and she was giving them advice from Jehovah directly because she was a prophetess and she had this gift of prophetess, announcing them the future. And many of the Israelites were looking for her to receive her advice. And of course, Jael showed courage, and very remarkable example. Dear brothers and sisters, thank you so much for joining us in this consideration. We hope you have a wonderful day and hope to see you in our next video. Bye for now.